Shasti. My audience member is Rocky. My visual aid is this diagram of the first cellular phone, and my index cards are these four right here. My speech is on the 1970s and when the first cellular phone was invented. Thank you. The 1970s were a time of change for America as a whole. This was a time where women, African Americans, and Native Americans were fighting for their rights and for equality. Where NASA's Apollo 13 mission returned from the moon after a successful trip. It was the end of the Vietnam War and the return of many soldiers to their families. During the 70s, Disney World opened in Orlando, Florida, and many kids were playing with the latest Star Wars toys or the new Nerf ball. The famous movies Grease and the Rocky Horror Picture Show were aired for their first time ever. The most important change during the 1970s, however, was the invention of the first cellular phone in 1973. After tons of research on this topic and reading many different articles, I have found the story of the invention of the first cellular phone. I plan to enlighten you on the invention, the steps it took to get there, and how, many years later, it is still so important today. On April 3rd, 1973, Martin Cooper and his team invented the first truly cellular phone. Cooper was a senior advisor at the telecommunications company Motorola. He got his master's in electrical engineering from the Illinois Institute of Technology, or IIT, in 1956. He worked at Motorola for over 29 years and managed both their paging and cellular companies. He served as vice president and director of research and development. Martin worked on many other projects involving wireless communications, such as handheld police radios and radio-controlled traffic light systems. Motorola wanted to be the first to invent a phone like no others before. They wanted to create the first phone that was completely unplugged, the first phone with no wires at all. Martin Cooper was the man assigned to this difficult task. He had a small team of just 8 engineers for this large project. Cooper gave his engineers 6 weeks to come up with an idea for the telephone, and they didn't disappoint. Martin Cooper made the first public phone call at a press conference for the phone. 10 years after the release, Cooper left Motorola and founded a cellular business system incorporated. Today, Cooper is known as the father of the cellular phone for his work on the project. Because Motorola was the company behind the invention of the first cellular phone, it only makes sense for the phone to be named after them. The first cell phone was a Motorola Dynatac 8000X. The phone could only store 30 contacts and was said to be $3,999. It was 9 inches high and 5 inches deep. The phone weighed 2.5 pounds. In comparison, cell phones today weigh less than half a pound. The phone only allowed 35 minutes of talking before the battery would run out, but it was a great start to the change in technology, and everyone at the time knew it. Although I could not get an actual model of the Dynatac 8000X, I made a paper version of what the size and shape was. The difference between this and my iPhone 11 is absolutely crazy. Although cell phones today are completely different than the first cell phone 50 years ago, we would not be where we are today without the first cell phone. Today, the cell phone is even more crucial to our everyday lives. Cell phones allow us to communicate with people all across the world. In just seconds, someone in America can send a message back and forth to family and friends in China or Africa. We can talk to people face to face through FaceTime or Skype. We can follow one another's journeys and lives through social media. We can contact soldiers fighting for our countries way quicker than just mailing handwritten letters. Cell phones have given us opportunities to learn about different cultures, races, and nationalities. They have allowed us to expand our horizons more than ever before. In cases of emergencies, people can contact help within seconds of an accident, which is the push of a few buttons. The use of a cell phone can and has saved many lives. Through dialing 911, any emergency vehicle that may be needed knows where to go and will get there as fast as they can. Also, the cell phone allows constant access to the internet no matter where you are. If you need to look up a fact, a recipe, or a number, you can do it with any smartphone. Finally, cellular phones store tons of memories and photographs. The invention of cell phones make memories so much more enjoyable. Now, we can carry our favorite childhood memories in our pockets at all times, and there's a camera so you can take new pictures of new memories as well. In conclusion, the invention of the cellular device in 1973 was and is one of the most important inventions to this day. It has given us an opportunity to connect with people all over. It allows us to contact help when needed, and it connects us to the internet and memories no matter the time of day. The invention of the Motorola Dynatac 8000X sets the course for technology today, and it started the change for modern technology. Without Cooper and his crew, who knows what technology would be like right now.